I've got some explaining to do. So the car is stock. I'm on the food here. Do you see that, bud? So I have a little bit of explaining to do when it comes to the Golf R. So as you can see from the title of this video, the car is being sold. So there's a few reasons why I'm selling this car. The main one, if I'm just being 100% transparent with you, is that I have put a lot of money into making this car perfect. And I don't mean that in a modification type of way. I have done a lot of modifications to this car. We've done suspension, wheels, exhaust, all kinds of mods to the transmission for from shifter linkage to clutch. We've done diverter valve. We've done just so many things that I can't even think of that I've done on the mod side. But that aside, I've put a lot of money and time into this car, just maintenance wise. So this car I purchased from Arizona, and when I purchased this car from Arizona, I bought it from a car dealership. It was at a dealership down there. It was a trade-in. When I bought the car, I flew down there to get the car. There was not a lot of Golf Rs in the area where I lived that I was looking for. I wanted 4 doors, and I wanted either gray or white. So it was very like small percentage of cars that there were that I could find. So that one was the closest one to me with a close drive. So after I've gotten the car and I got it home, there was just always little things wrong with it. The very first thing when I got it home, the window regulator in the back was just gone. The back window didn't work. So I had to replace that. We replaced that. I immediately did timing belt because it was due, it was ready to go. So I did timing belt, water pump, all the accessories. We did valve cover gaskets. The valve cover was leaking. We did motor mounts. We did lots of things. We did lots of things. And it seemed like no matter how much money I was putting in this car, something else was just going bad. So kind of what pushed it over is when I was changing the oil about 3 months ago now. Okay, so basically what happened with the car is I was changing the oil, just regular, the 5,000 mile maintenance that I always did when I had the car, and we found shavings in the oil, which is just never a good thing. I immediately stopped driving the car. I had the car towed to a friend of mine's shop. He went over the car, we went over the entire car, we checked rod bearings, main bearings, and of course thrust bearings. So it appeared to be, from what we could look at, that it was thrust bearings. We fully replaced the thrust bearings. Like I said, we checked all the rod bearings, we checked all the main bearings, everything, made sure the bottom end was completely good to go. Looked at the crank, everything was good. Put it all back together, flushed the motor out, and that is pretty much where we are today. So the car is 100% back. It's been running. It's been down for 3 months, like I said. It's now July 23rd. I got the car back earlier this week and have just been putting it back to stock because I kind of knew that once I got it back, I was going to get rid of it. Mostly just because this car has just been all maintenance. I haven't really had the chance to enjoy this car because it's just been constantly being fixed. I had the clutch go out on me, like when was that? In December. Had to put a new clutch in it, and then we were having issues with the drive shaft, had to get that fixed. And it's just kind of like constant issues with this car. At this point, where it is right now, this car is good. There's nothing broken on this car. It's good to go, which is why I'm selling it now, because I don't want to sell anybody a broken car. I don't want to give anybody the headache that I've had with this car. I want to pass it off and make sure somebody can just enjoy this car now, even though I haven't been able to. And I know it kind of seems like, well, now that everything's fixed, why don't you just enjoy it? And it's kind of just like a curse at this point. I feel like I can't enjoy it because there's just so much that has gone on, and I'm just always worried about something else breaking with this car. So I think it's just, unfortunately, time to just let it go and move forward and find something new, which I already have, and you guys are gonna see that video after this one. But it's just time to move forward to something new. So that being said, I have spent the past few days just completely putting this car back as much back to stock as I can. So this car came with an intake. The intake's gonna stay on there. The coils are gonna stay on it. I don't really have any use for the coils, so whoever gets the car gets some free BCs. That's cool. And yeah, the downpipe we took off, so it's stock downpipe, so whoever gets it can pass emissions super easily and then worry about that on their own. So yeah, it sucks. It's super hard to let this car go. I have loved this car, even though it's just hated me. It's just been like it's been a really fun car the times that it has been working. I don't want this to be kind of like a scare away video from buying a Golf R or just any Volkswagen in general, because really they are super good cars. This car, unfortunately, was not well taken care of by the previous owner. So whoever owned this car in Arizona did not take good care of this car. When we pulled the pan off to go over the entire bottom end, the oil pan was just filled with kind of like, on the very bottom it was very dirty, which essentially means that the car either rarely had the oil changed or never did when this guy had the car. So while it's been in my care, it's been 3,000 to 5,000 mile oil changes always. I've never ever missed an oil change. Every service that has supposed to have been done on this car, I have done. So I was kind of just left picking up the pieces of somebody else's poor care of this car. So just make sure you have good service records when you buy these cars. These cars aren't cars you can just pick up and drive and go, and they will just go forever. You have to do service, you have to pay attention, or you will end up with a car like this one. So it is what it is. Like I said, this car should be 100% perfect. We should be completely ready to go. The garage is opening below me, so shout out to Connie. That being said, let's go take a look at the car. I'll show you what it looks like now, what it sounds like. Now, which I showed you at the beginning of the video, you see what it sounds like now. It's a little bit quieter. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll show you the car now, and then yeah, so let's go look at it. It's a little dark in here. Let me open this. So yeah, all the wrap is off. It's all right here. And everything is back. I did miss the gray. It's a good color. But yeah, here she is on the back to stock. I am going to be taking the wheel off, so if you want this wheel, hit me up on Instagram, because I will be selling that wheel. So let me know if you want it. But yeah, other than that, she's back to stock. So it's about a week since you saw the last clip of me talking about why I got rid of the Golf R, and as you guys just saw from the garage, there is now an empty space and the car is gone. I did trade the car in, not for anything, not for another car. I did end up just selling it to a dealer, so they now have the car and it's gone. It's super sad. It's really hard to let go of this car. It's a sad one to let go of, but just time to move on to bigger, different things. The next car is gonna be awesome. It's already actually sitting out there behind the garage, so you guys will see that in the next video. But yeah, it's a sad day, but I'm excited for what's to come for this channel, and hopefully you guys are too. So as always, I appreciate all the support from everybody who likes these videos, all, you know, whatever many, 10 of you. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the new car reveal coming very soon.